Hello, you lovely ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mangs, and it's time to show off another CO from Mangsvance Wars. Today we're going to be playing on Soul Harbor versus Worm, and Ephraim just released a new version of the ROM, has some of the COs that were not available previously, including a brand new one. We're not going to be showing her off in this video, though. In this video, we're going to be showcasing the twins. They had a much longer name, but we had to shorten it down to not go over the character limit. But yeah, we're going to be playing against Worm on Soul Harbor. He's another CO that I've shown off in a previous stream. And here they are. The twins, Seek and Kaina, who co-lead their army. Ready for any and all scenarios. Hit teamwork, miss black hole. So these COs, I guess, work very differently to other COs. They're actually depending on the day. So on odd number days, you get 20% defense. On even number days, you get 20% attack. It's very nice and simple, but you have to keep track of it. Very important. You start off obviously on day 1 with 20% defense, and then it becomes 20% offense on day 2. And so it basically means you want to attack on days 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and you want to kind of defend, I guess, on days 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And I think just working around this day to day is a lot of fun. They have a very simple normal power, rock and roll. It merely swaps the twin in charge. So if you're currently on a defense day, you get an offense day. If you're on an offense day, you get the defense day. It doesn't swap them permanently. If you're on the offense twin day, for example, it will swap to the defense day for that day, and then it'll go back to normal next day. So you won't be messing up the cycle of the twins. They will still continue working as intended. It's not a very strong CO power, only gives you a 10% bonus, but it allows you flexibility. Maybe it's on a day you really want to attack, but you're on the defense day. You use your normal power, you swap over to the attack day, and you get a little bit of a boost as well. Their superpower, on the other hand, Dual Strike, is incredibly busted, just like the Dual Strike mechanic of Dual Strike. It costs, I think, 8 stars? 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 7 stars. It gives all units 40% extra firepower in defense for 1 turn, so that's really strong. If a unit starts its turn next to an allied unit, it gets a 2 bonus to its movement, so you really want to incentivize keeping units close together for the Dual Strike. However, if they wait next to an adjacent ally at the end of their turn, they recover 4 HP. I have not tested this superpower. I am very interested in seeing how it works, if it works at all. I have my doubts, honestly, but that's what these showcases are for. Now, I am up against a Worm. He's already been showcased, but I'll go over him very quickly. He's a very interesting CO. His day-to-day is kind of busted outside of Fog of War, because his own units actually get less vision, because they're underneath the ground. I think that's the point. But it won't affect him here in the War Room, because there's no Fog of War in the War Room. And he has Javier's, or Javier's, day-to-day bonus, but on crack. He takes 40% less damage from indirect fire. So there's very little point in building artillery or rockets against this guy. His normal power gives his vehicles +2 movements for 2 stars. It is kind of like Sideslip, except it's more specialized, but it's better. And his down to earth is merely just a 2 global damage to the enemy. It also changes the look of the terrain in a very cool way, which you'll probably see very soon. But it's global damage. Can't go wrong with global damage. Also, it allows him to move over terrain with no penalty, so he becomes Sturm for a day, basically, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, we are playing here on Soul Harbor. You know, I just realized that I'm going up against Worm on a map where battleships can kind of be viable a little bit. And that actually sucks a little bit, because my battle... Is there even any point in building battleships? I don't think there is, actually. Because battleships with 40% less firepower, that sounds really rough, especially if we take any kind of defensive terrain into it, you know? And looks like I base skipped a little bit right here, but I like getting a lander out on Soul Harbor. It allows me to go for the northern properties. It's also not a bad idea to get a tank in, but I'm gonna start by just unloading some infantry, and then I'm gonna come back for a tank later. I'm gonna build a tank here though. And yeah, I did base skip again, but in the War Room, this isn't as important. So, here we go. I do believe the S-rank requirement for this one is like 18 days or something like that. So we definitely have to try and win quickly. I think on a map like this, an HQ cap is probably our best bet, but it's going to be tough. That being said, we'll see how that dual strike pans out. I really wonder if Ephraim made it work properly, because that sounds like a tough-ass power to code. But, yeah, so let's check our defense right now. Or, yeah, so this is the day where we have 20% extra firepower, so we ideally don't want to take an attack. I mean, you, generally speaking, never want to take an attack unless you can avoid it, but still, it's something you have to keep in mind. So we'll do this, and we'll build another tank, I think. And let's see what Worm decides to do. We'll keep animations on for the start, but I'll probably turn them off later. I think that's a nice compromise. I do like looking at the animations, they're pretty. We do get a little bit tired of them after a while. Oh, okay. Worm is moving in the rocket. Interesting. This is, oh, okay. I actually never expected the AI to do something competent. That's actually not a bad move. Okay, then. Should I just try and keep the... So, on this turn, I have 20% extra defense. So, I guess I can just trick the rocket into shooting on me, or I could try and interrupt the cap. I'll go back and get some more stuff, I guess. Should I interrupt here? I don't know if that's a good idea. I could try and bait in his tank, maybe? Trick him into getting first striked. Let's try it. I don't want to just give him the city, you know? And I do believe we have also changed the backgrounds of the COs. You may notice that it's white now instead of black. That was something Kartal suggested to us. He taught Ephraim how to do it properly. Some people didn't like the black backgrounds because it kind of looked a little bit weird in the battle forecast, but as you can see right now, it should look a lot better. Now, I'm tempted to build artillery here, but there's not really any point in doing that, is there? Because, like, what purpose does it serve? They do 40% less damage. That's basically nothing. So, against Worm, you really have to rely on direct ground units, which kind of sucks. So here we go. I do have 20% extra defense, so this shouldn't hurt as much. It hurts a little bit, but not as much. But he is able to interrupt the cap. That's okay, though. Drags his tanks away from the front lines. I'm actually okay with that. And base skips to build a medium tank. Very interesting. Okay. A lot of base skipping happening right here. I should probably build a medium tank myself, then. Maybe I should just save up for some money. But yeah, the white backgrounds do look a lot better, I will say. I actually kind of like it a lot. So I think what we're going to do now, we are currently on attack. So let's test it. Yeah, look at that. 59% damage. 20% extra firepower. I realize the Twins doesn't really have a weakness, which, you know, that could maybe be seen as a little bit bad. Maybe they should get a little bit less defense on the day where they have firepower, but not every CO needs a weakness. Some COs are just good, and as I've said multiple times, the purpose of Mangsvance Wars is not perfect balance. It is just to create fun COs, and the original Advanced Wars 2 game certainly isn't balanced, so why should this be, you know? Let's have fun. So, let's get a... We can transport some tanks out there, which is nice. And then let's build another infantry. I think at some point, though, I probably want to get myself a Neo tank. I could also build a submarine. Could build a submarine and take out the lander. That is actually not a bad idea, because the AI will continuously build landers. And if you shut the lander down, it has to build new ones. So I think I will actually do that. But that does involve saving up some money. So, yeah, we got shut down pretty hard here. But that's okay. Let's see if we can flank Worm a little bit, shall we? So, yeah, the medium tank is coming in a little bit, which is kind of unfortunate. But we should be able to capture this building, maybe, depending on what Worm decides to do. Obviously, okay, so are we on a defense day right now? Yes, we're on a defense day, so that means I'm a little bit more comfortable with letting that tank strike me, because I'll have 50% extra defense on that property, which is pretty good. So let's check our income. 17,000. Not gonna lie, a submarine would be pretty poggers. Like, just send it over there, take out the lander. Like, this map becomes a big choke point fest, which is why artillery are actually like kind of good here. So if we just build infantry, we should be able to afford a submarine, and we can start sending that towards the lander and just start like poking it down. And that's gonna suck so much economy out of Worm's pockets. And what's the medium tank gonna do? Is it gonna move forward? No, it's in guard mode. Lovely. Lovely. Cartol just released a video on how to exploit guard mode, by the way, in case you're curious. I'll throw a link to his channel in the video description. Fun stuff, really. Okay, yeah, this is kind of unfortunate. I don't really know how we're going to progress forward here. The tank is actually out of range, so that's kind of cool. If we put the tank here, it's going to get struck, and we're on an attack day right now. So it's a good day to attack. I guess we'll just attack. Yeah, let's attack. Kaboom! Nice. 20% extra firepower. Basically got max firepower this turn. Yeah, the twins are pretty strong, and if their dual strike actually works as intended, that's busted as hell. I mean, 2 movement, 40% firepower in defense, and 4 HP repair, with the right conditions, obviously. Sounds pretty scary to me. And I could unload a tank here. Could do it. There's a tank there, but he only has 1 tank. So why don't we try it? Yeah, let's be a little feisty here. Would have been better to do this on a defense day, honestly. But I think we can make it work. Now, one of the things I don't like about the map design of Soul Harbor, like aside from the massive clusterfuck in the metal, as you can see right here, is that there is no southern harbor. So you can't, like, if there was a southern harbor here, you could actually have some naval battle. But because of the way it's structured, it's kind of weird. Anyway, I'm probably not going to build any more infantry now. I think we're just going to get some Neo-tanks out, some big guns. Okay, he's attacking us right here. We do not get any extra defense today, sadly. So this is going to hurt a little bit. And he's striking our tank, which is fine, but I think his rocket should be toast next turn. There comes the recon. Okay, he's attacking me here. That's not gonna work. Nope, that's not gonna work. Now, if I get my power now, which I don't think I will, but if I have my power ready now... Nah, I need a full star for that. I probably would have popped it. I probably would have popped it. So, I don't want to dive today. I want to conserve some fuel. And today's a defense day. I would have really preferred to have an attack day right here. This CO is really all about thinking ahead, which is not my strong suit. Like, if I had the firepower bonus right now, this rocket would have been dead. But that might be a good idea. Or that might be a good thing. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Don't underestimate us. Oh, I like the effects. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. So, that means we are now at 30% attack. And we also get the 10% defense, obviously, because of the power. So that is amazing. That means we have a very, very nice firepower increase. If we can get rid of the infantry here, which I think we should be able to, we might be able to get the artillery. But obviously, it's the dual strike that is busted. Like, that's the one I really want to test out, but I'm sure we'll get it. So I think with a 30% firepower increase, it should be possible to wall break these infantry right here. Yeah, with 20% firepower, I think you can wall break infantry on cities with 2 infantry of your own. Because of the way the lock damage works, you'll always be able to get at least 10 HP. Even if you roll minimum on the lock damage. So there we go. And there is a rocket here, so we want to be a little bit careful. But we can do this. 78% damage, very nice. Ah, that's what I'm talking about. That artillery is toasts. Now, sadly, I wish we had a more health... Ah, never mind, we do actually. Never mind. Think we can probably take down this tank now. So, when you use the normal power, it means that you're actually going to get 3 consecutive days of the same twin. Because on the day before, and the day and the after, where you swap, and then the day after that. So you're actually going to get 3 days with attack. So, depending on how you use your normal power, it really gives you a ton of flexibility, which I really like. Anyway, I'm going to put this tank off here, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to keep this infantry on the property to heal. And then we can actually afford a Neo-tank exactly, which makes me very happy. So let's do it. God, I got so many infantry. Jesus Christ, look at me. Alright, there we go. Keep you here. Hopefully you won't die. Oh, is he going to pop his tunnel trouble? Nope. He's going to save to down to earth. Which, I don't like that. Global damage is going to hurt. It's going to make it hard to S-rank this, I think. Okay, here comes the recons. And his medium tank is still in guard mode, I think, or else it would have moved already. Okay, our infantry are getting they are surviving, which is good. Alright, and he's building another rocket. Oh my god, this guy is spamming so hard. It's like playing Grit on Global League. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we are still on attack, as you can see right here. Because now we're back to the normal, regular cycle. And yeah, I think it might be time to dive here. And if I'm going to dive my sub, I will need an APC, so I'm going to get one right away. Oh boy, how are we going to do this, I wonder? I think let's turn off the animations for now, because we're going to have a lot of engagements taking place right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take down this recon first. That will allow my other tanks to move out. 102%. That is not shabby. And I'm going to keep this... Oh, he built another one. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, that is such a shame. That is actually such a shame. But I'm going to keep that... I'm going to keep this rocket onto the city. Just keep it in repair mode. Have it drain his funds constantly. There we go. And we can also do... I think I'm actually just going to capture here. Try to keep this artillery locked down in place. That is beautiful. And we just keep the march moving forward. In fact, I'm going to combine here just for my score. Nothing else. And yeah, we're just going to keep the infantry march. We can probably send a lander back to pick up some additional infantry, I think. I think that would probably not be a bad idea. And then we'll build an APC so we can eventually refuel the submarine, because it's going to run out of fuel when it's dived. It expends 5 fuel per turn. That's a lot of fuel. Okay, and then we're going to keep... we can attack his lander, why not? Extra repair money, why not? Alright, is he going to pop his superpower? Not quite yet. 2 more stars. And he's really choking hard on the left side there, you can see. The AI doesn't deal with choke points very well at all. But let's capture this property, and we can... He moved his rocket away, which is a good thing, because that means I can move like this. And yeah, we can start taking pot shots at the lander, and we want to keep it there. Very important. We definitely... Or alternatively, we could shoot the lander down, so he has to build a new one. That might actually be an even better thing to do, so I might just do that. And this rocket, as much as I like keeping it around, I think it's time for it to go. So let's do it like this, and let's come in from all sides here, shall we? But we also want to capture the harbor in time. We just want to let him build a few landers first. So today is a defense day, I think? Yeah, it's a defense day. So that's nice. Means we are a little bit more, little bit harder to attack. And I know you can technically just check the day, but I think it's easier to just check the... I think it's easier just to check the firepower. Because, like, I have to go status to check day. But on firepower, I just have to do this, which I think is easier to do than checking intel. It's just an excuse. I just don't like math, you know? There we go. And I think it's probably time for another Neotank. Neotanks galore. Bop, 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 bop. And I could also just combine my tanks together. We're gonna get global damage very soon. So combining before global damage is actually not a bad thing. Because it means that there are less units that takes damage. And it seems like Worm is not coded to use his superpower at the end of his turn, which is very good for me. That is actually very good for me. Oh my god, look at this guy. So I think it's a defense day today. No, it's a firepower day today, actually. So yeah, I say we just roll forward with our tanks. I just put myself in range of a bunch of rockets, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Let's just start capturing here. And I'm not going to take the harbor, not yet. I want him to build a couple more landers first. So we'll do that. And I think I don't think there's any way I can break through this artillery now. It's not happening. So I'm just going to use the Neotank. And again, I'm going to combine my infantry together to take less global damage. I'm going to keep some of the infantry on the city, though. Like so that they can heal themselves. And we'll do this as well. There we go. And I do actually want to have animations on for the power in case you haven't seen it. It's really cool. It actually changes animations. So I'm going to let the animations be on for this turn just to show you guys how cool this looks. I will feast on your remains. Down to earth. And let's see. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it looks so cool. And look, it even changes the terrain. Now, in Fog of War, it is ridiculously hard to tell the difference between Fog of War and not Fog of War. The terrain, like, Ponsigraf really struggled with it when he played, and he's not colorblind. So I can only imagine what a nightmare it is for me to play Worm in Fog of War. I do not want to do it. As you can see, the tiles become so darkened, it's very tough to see the difference. But apparently it is, you know, you just gotta get good. Oh, he was actually able to break through here. What the hell? Oh, wow, okay. Man, global damage. So strong. Too strong. Okay, maybe I was a little bit too eager to jump in here. Yeah, that was probably not very small. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, I got beat back hard. Okay, I gotta pull back and get some dual strike healing, I think. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a defense day here. So it only lasts on his turn too, so you won't ever get to see it normally. Okay, repairs, repairs, repairs. That's a lot of repairs. So yeah, we're on a defense day today. But I definitely want to test out the dual strike, so I'm not gonna pop it right away. Okay, let's take this property. And yeah, again, global damage just makes it really hard to do much of anything. Can I still break through here, then? Yes, I can. I would say that's probably worth it. Probably worth it to do this, too. Rockets are worth a lot. And we have to... Okay, I have to kill this anti-air. In fact, I think I'm gonna block with an APC here. That is what I'm gonna do. Alright. And we're gonna attempt to not let this recon go and interrupt one of our caps as well. And yeah, can't really do a whole lot this turn. Just gonna heal up from the global damage as much as possible. We do need more infantry, and I do have a lander to go get them, so I'm gonna build some, as well as an IPC. I don't think our sub will need fuel quite yet. In a couple of turns it will. But yeah, I'm definitely testing out this dual strike. I think it's gonna be very strong. Now, obviously, I'm going to lose my tanks, but I took down I damaged 2 rockets, and looks like he's actually interrupting caps with his rockets, so that's actually pretty funny. But he has medium tanks to take down my tanks, so, oh, okay. Yeah, the AI really likes to interrupt caps, like, a lot. Okay, we almost have our dual strike. This could be good. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Very nice. And yeah, see that? Like, he has to continuously build landers. It's so cool. It's so incredibly busted. Like, if the AI has support, congratulations. You can sap him of any income you want. Because he will just continuously build landers and build them and build them and build them. I think I'm going to go back and get some more infantry. I'm just going to put some infantry in front just to shield. These units, I will save them for my dual strike. That is what I plan to do. I'm going to save them up for my dual strike. And at this point, I pretty much just want neo-tanks. So... I'm gonna move these guys down, but I'm gonna keep building infantry because you need infantry to cap. And now I can also do this. I think we're definitely on a firepower day today. Yes, we are. So we can do some damage. Probably let's not put our neo-tanks in range of rockets, shall we? That does not seem like a good idea. So let's not do that. And yeah, if we keep these tanks here, should be fine for when we get our dual strike. Oh my god, that's gonna be insane. Oh, the worm cannot be stopped. He popped his tunnel trouble. Tunnel trouble. Okay, that could be bad. Depending on what he does. I just interrupts the cap. Not really that bad. I wouldn't say this gave him anything. Just delays his global damage. So I'm actually fine with that. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, let's go. When the time comes, we do our duty. Dual strike. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Nice. Okay. So let's see if this works. Okay, so apparently it's supposed to give 2 movement. Okay. Don't think the firepower values are reflected properly. Again, keep in mind the patch needs you to take an engagement before it properly updates damage values. So, but it's reflecting 40% defense, which is correct. So, let's see. How much move does this guy have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it works. It works. And do we have a unit that is isolated? Yes, we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It works. So, yeah, it actually works. That is incredibly cool. Now, let's see if the healing component actually kicks in, shall we? Oh, really? Oh, I think there's a mistake here. Yeah, it seems like I'm only getting the defense bonus for the... Okay. All units have 40% attack and defense. I think it's supposed to say or defense. Yeah, I think this is actually a text error. So how this superpower is supposed to work is you're not actually getting 40% attack and defense. You're actually getting firepower or defense based on who's in charge. Okay, you know what? The dual strike is way less broken than I thought. And I'm actually kind of sad because I would have wanted to pop this on an attack turn. But I actually like this power much better now. Because 40% attack and defense is busted. It's actually way busted. 40% attack or defense, on the other hand, that is way more manageable. So this is just a simple tooltip error right here. It's simply supposed to say or. So this power works very differently to what I thought. So now my units are just insanely hard to kill. Let's see if the healing works. It does. Do they have to wait? Yes, they have to wait. You can't... Okay, so you won't get the healing if you attack. You will not get the healing if you attack. I don't assume you get it if you capture either. No. You have to press wait to heal. That is incredibly cool. In fact... Oh, you don't get it when you rise either. You don't get it when you rise. But look at this lander. It will be healed. Oh, no, actually it will not. Okay. So apparently it doesn't work on harbors. I love that. I love figuring out stuff like this. But you get it if you do this. You do get it if you do this. But as you can see, I only have 40% extra defense now, not 40% extra firepower. So this dual strike is very strong, but it's not as strong as I initially thought. Which I think is cool. Oh my god, look at this though. Okay, this is pretty busted. This is pretty busted. Not gonna lie, this is yeah, this is strong. This is, oh my god, look at this. Yeah, this guy does not get the movement increase. This CO is very position dependent. Extremely position dependent, in fact. Very position dependent. And now I have 40% extra defense, so it's really fucking hard to kill my units. So it's not bad for a push like this. Not bad at all. And now I should be back to, yeah, now we're back to 20% firepower. Still strong, but not as busted as previous. We can still easily wall break our way through infantry though, which is nice. And yeah, we really need to resupply that submarine. Extremely important. I'm gonna get that property though, which is very nice, and I'm gonna kill myself another rocket. Yeah, twins are pretty busted. Pretty busted. Very busted. Dual strike is such a fun power though. Such a fun power. There we go. And we have more infantry. I don't know if they're going to be all that useful. But yeah, I'll just keep building Neotanks, because they are the fastest units, and they're the best units to route with. I think we're probably going to go for a route, I'm not entirely sure. Is he going to tunnel trouble again? Yep. I will feast on your remains. I really like it every time he pops tunnel trouble, because at the very least it means I won't take 2 global damage. Okay. Yeah, I'm not getting any defense right now, so it's easier for him to break through here. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna move my submarine up like this, and then we're gonna go and resupply. Maybe I can actually move this lander over to the HQ. That would probably not be such a bad thing. And yeah, because I'm not getting the firepower increase, I'm not able to wall break on this turn. But soon enough, soon enough. Let's move like this. And let's just block off with infantry for the time being, shall we? And we will get there eventually. Yeah, we're just gonna stay here. Use the cities to repair. Build more Neotank. We can pretty much build a new Neotank every turn right now. So what day are we on right now? Day 17? I think we're starting to get close to the S rank requirement on Soul Harbor, but I think we're en route to beat it. I definitely think we're on the route to beat it. Yeah, look at him, 7,600. When you drain their funds this way by killing landers, like, you wreck their economy so hard. It's amazing. It allows a single sub to earn itself in many times. Okay, should we just pump our power? What are we on? We're on a firepower. We can get. I don't want defense. I'm attacking, so I am not interested in getting defense. It's just not. It's just not something I want to get. I can probably start an HQ capture this turn. Can I? I don't think I can beat. Oh, okay. So I actually have a great idea here. Which I think you guys will like. I'm gonna pop my defense power at the end of my turn to make my caps stronger. And this is actually something that you can do, and something that I was thinking about when I saw the CO. It's definitely, I think it's a lot better to pop the defense power at the end of your turn, because then you still get the firepower bonus on your turn, but you get the defense power on the enemy's turn, which is actually really good. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the APC right here to make it harder to kill. And I'm gonna build another Neotank. And then I'm going to pop my power. Take this! And that gives me 30% defense for this turn. Basically, combi level defense. It's not much for 2 stars, but it sure helps. Actually, it looks like I'm getting 40%. Actually, it might not update properly. Let's see. It could be that I'm actually getting double benefit. It might just be a tooltip error. And look at that. Look at that. 40... Okay. Yeah, I have 90% defense now. I can see that quite clearly. Because of how difficult it is for the enemy to interrupt my caps. I can clearly see that. Okay, so now I just gotta protect my HQ. Now I just have to protect my HQ. So I'll do this. I'll put my Neotank right here. And I think I won now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just won. And looks like the enemy did not build anything. I guess he just couldn't afford a lander, so... And yeah, we're gonna win tomorrow. So I'm just gonna build infantry now. And let's build a cruiser, because that's what you do when you win matches in Advanced Wars. You troll your opponent. Yeah, I don't think you can interrupt this cap at all. So it seems like you actually get, the worm rules supreme. It seems like you actually get 20% extra firepower in defense when you pop your normal powers. The tooltips need to be updated. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, of course you get... I'm so stupid. Of course you get 20%. You get 10%. I'm so dumb. Of course you get it. Of course you get 20% defense. You get 10% baseline. So yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, ignore me, please. Anyway, just gonna... there's no point in doing this. I don't think it's really gonna affect my power rating. But I've learned that my technique ranking often isn't perfect. So I'm actually gonna build as many infantry as I can. And I'm gonna build a lander. There we go. And I don't think I can kill anything. So let's just do the cap. Yeah! Really fun CO to play. COs, I guess I should say. And it's an S rank. Lovely. Phew, we won. We really won. Amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about the twins. Oh, look at Worm. He's all defeated. Poor guy. But yeah, they're a hell of a lot of fun to play. We do need to upgrade their, update their tooltips, though, to actually reflect the bonuses. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow we are, or tomorrow, I don't know if there's going to be an episode of tomorrow, but next time we're going to go up against Tundra on Pivot Isle, and I think I know who I'm going to pick for this one. I think you guys know as well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought about the COs in the comment section below. You got any suggestions for balance changes? And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.